set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar?
He's got him in, complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft,
now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now Goff on first down.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Goff now looking to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for goal. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Big 13 heavy.
A give running right, Etienne. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards on his first catch, hits a first down as well.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Once more Etienne, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Now Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay popped.
There he goes left side. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Washington now brings this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He'll
take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Sliding out of the pocket. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, Lawrence flush to his right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Wide open, Amari Cooper. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's gone. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. To the air again. Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun. Gone. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Lawrence will throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coe.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Etienne once more.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Gets around him. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And
with ETN.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
11.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Well, now how about this return?
Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown. And he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll be out of bounds.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 31-yard line. 118 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down on the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Goff looking to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating, okay? And to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer because they need to come up with something. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
30 left. Hey, field two. Here we go.
On 1st down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. They go play action now. Lawrence to the right side and complete to Washington. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Flush. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Goff on first down. That's complete to the Porta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a first down throw. Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Play action. It's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The toss running left. It's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Etienne once more. Gets past 1 man. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This to Laporta, right side. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Throwing again is Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, it's Goff. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And they don't get the reception, incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to